a transgender boxer competing in the women's 75 kilograms categories at the Olympic Games Paris 2024. Welcome you all, boxing coaches. This is Gabriele Martelli. You are listening right now to No Coaches, No Boxing, the podcast, the place where you get all the news and information about boxing and coaching in boxing, motivation, technical support, strategical support, a lot. You know what I'm talking about. Anything you need for coaching as a boxing coach, you'll find it here. Now, I already told you the title of this episode as we should just talk about it, and I'm very keen to hear from you. Your opinion is very important because what I want to report today that no one was involved in the decision to admit a transgender boxer in the women category, 75 kilograms, which is the heaviest in the Olympic Games. All right. Now, also, it's time to talk. I will, of course, discuss it, and then you, coaches, have to leave me your opinion, and we need to discuss between us to understand what is our point of view and, of course, our thoughts about it. But first of all, as always, let me introduce my music. Yeah, always a bit of happiness. It doesn't matter if the topic is a tough topic like today, because yes, it's tough. Remember, my name is Gabriele Martelli, and this is my channel, Gabriele Martelli, and you are listening right now to No Coaches, No Boxing, the podcast. Bam. Okay. Let me try something. Hop. There is no delay because before I had some delays when my camera should be okay today. Now, a transgender boxer competing in the women's 75 kilograms category at the Olympic Games Paris 2024. Now, first of all, I would like to address the fact that as a chairman of the World of the Coaches, and I'm sure no one else, like medical committee, no other committees, no one was involved or at least asked about the opinion about this particular situation. Now, Ergi or Ergi Bachiavan should be fighting during these days and already was claiming the gold medal at the Olympic Games. Now, if this will happen or any medal will happen, this boxer will be the first trans male reaching a medal in the Olympic Games in the history. It's very important to me, coaches, to hear about your opinion, because we as coaches, we weren't involved. And now we are not talking about any kind of racism. We are talking about facts. This is important. This is not, the place where we discuss things in the wrong way, but the facts are the facts. Now, we are talking about boxing. Boxing is a very dangerous sport. So we should have been involved in analyzing the situation, because one of our boxer will compete against a transgender boxer who was a man. So the power, the structure, we all know all these details. And of course, it's not the same as competing in swimming or other kind of sports where no harm will be done to the opponents despite the records or winning or losing the competition. But in this case, we are talking about potential damages. Now, coaches, let me know, would you leave your boxer, your female boxer, compete against another man, knowing the risks that boxing has itself in the sport? I mean, during our courses, we introduced the concussion classes. We explain the second syndrome impact, all these kind of problems that are caused by getting punched in the head. And we are talking about strength and punches coming from the same categories of boxers. But when is a cross gender, now it's different, because the same power to go to look, let's say, for a knockout given by a man to a woman, I think that it's pretty different and very highly dangerous. So this is the fact that we need to discuss, the how dangerous is to allow this fact to happen. Now, I don't really know why the IOC is taking these decisions, because it's not, I think, correct not to involve all the specialists of the world in this decision to analyze if this is correct. And I'm not even talking about fair or unfair advantage, because here, as I mentioned before, it's not about winning or losing a competition or doing a record, giving 50 seconds to all the others in the swimming pool, which in that case is unfair advantage. But here, we're talking about the safety, the lives. So as coaches, we teach that, sorry about that, we teach that safety of the boxer is the first and most important rule for a coach. Now then, this kind of situation presents itself, and what we should do. This is not something that should happen. I think is absolutely not safe at all. We are not here taking in consideration the safety of the boxer, because the power that could be generated from a male boxer to the head of a woman boxer is completely different. And here we are not, and it would be stupid just to land the discussion into a racism, or this is unfair. No, we are talking about lives, we are talking about safety, we are talking about taking in consideration that the lives of our boxers are very important, and that in boxing people can lose their lives. This is the only thing that we should talk about it. Then the other discussions, if in other sports it's fair or unfair, that's another discussion. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the safety of our boxers. If anyone would be injured badly, who is the fault then? Who is responsible? I know who, the IOC, completely and definitely, because they decided without asking to anybody that this is okay. All right, well done. But do you know what is the first and most important rule for each coach in the world? Safety of the boxer. So you that you represent the athletes all over the world, are you taking in consideration the lives of all the women in the 75 kilograms category, which, as I said before, is the heaviest? So even the heaviest punches are coming in these categories. So it's not going to look even nicer in this way, because worse and worse, dangerous and dangerous. Food for thought, coaches. This is very tough topic, but I felt that As a leader of you all, I had to take in consideration this topic. It's absolutely uncomfortable to talk and discuss about this, but it's about responsibility. It's about the safety of the boxer. I teach you all the safety of the boxer is the rule number one and the most important. So it's my responsibility to discuss this and to ask you for your opinion. I want to really know your opinion. Let me know. Boom! Nail it.